Welcome back to the Unfiltered Convos podcast. We're your hosts, Linda
and Gina.
It's been a while.
A very long while.
We're getting back into the groove. We're getting back into
this podcast.
Taking it more serious.
Seriously, we've been lacking.
It's been, yeah.
As you guys can tell, we brought the mics back, so hopefully the audio quality's better.
And the video quality too.
We got a new,
Gina bought herself a new camera.
Yay!
But, so she got herself a new camera, and yeah.
So y'all better support, because this girl got to pay that camera back.
So yeah, we're back and ready for, is this still the same season?
Dude, I was actually going to tell you that last episode was episode 10.
For season 1?
2.
Oh, good.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is going to be episode 11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and last season we stopped at episode 10, so technically could have stopped last episode, but I think we've been so all over the place that we didn't even notice. I didn't notice it until I was editing and uploading. That's when I was like, oh shit, we already made it to episode 10.
Yeah, no. I think we need to,
we're gonna
redo.
This is also the first time with this new setup, with the chairs.
Oh, with these new chairs. Yeah, because last time we had
the other ones that we bought. That reminds me, Zalzo followed me on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we need to hit her up.
We do. Yeah. On a day we don't have the kids.
I know, literally, because
background.
Yeah.
These kids. Anyways, speaking of the kids, we took a trip with the kids.
Yeah, we just came back.
This was our first family vacation. And this was our trip. We haven't gone on a trip in a long...
Together in
a long...
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
I think when our parents were together.
No. When we went to Mexico.
Oh, went to Mexico. Yeah. We went to Daddy.
To Daddy? Oh. I'm like, who the fuck is Daddy?
That's right. To Daddy Yankee to Mexico.
Oh, then yeah, Daddy Yankee was after
that was
Mexico.
The last one.
Yeah.
I thought it was longer.
That was in 2022, so 3 years ago.
Wow. Good times.
Yeah. So, Disneyland.
Disneyland. I don't know. What'd you think?
I don't know. I was having a lot of feelings. And I don't know. Maybe it's because it was my second time in the last couple years going. I just feel I don't know. I don't want to bash Disneyland, but at the same time, it's god damn, they be overpricing everything.
I think it's just they know that people are gonna pay. Yeah. So that's why, one, that, and two, it's California. Mm-hmm. I kind of figured the whole expense, how expensive it was gonna be. I feel it's just so overrated. And that castle, I'm still mindfucked. I really did think that castle was so much bigger than what it was. Maybe again because I went when I was little and the castle looked so big. Mm-hmm. Again, I was little. Yeah. But I was just I don't know. I just remembered it so differently. I really did remember it such a magical place. Yeah. And when I saw it, I'm like, what?
And see, I don't remember it at all from a kid. No? So when I went 2 years ago, it was it's
brand new to you.
Yeah, it was oh, cool. I actually even forgot there was a fucking castle.
Yeah, I've always wanted to take a picture of in front of the castle. Oh, that's what my thought was. I want to take a picture in front of the castle with my son.
The only reason why I wanted to take a picture in front of the castle is because I had seen so many people do it on social media, and I was so when I saw it, I was oh yeah, I have to. Although I didn't do it last time, so I did get it this time. Yeah, but. Yeah, no, I don't remember the castle at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel it was so overrated. Whatever. I did my due diligence as a parent. I took it to Disney, and we crossed that off the bucket list.
Another thing, freaking characters.
And the characters,
when we were,
I feel that was my favorite part.
Yeah, you walked around and there was characters everywhere. You got signatures, pictures, nothing.
I remember when we went to Disneyland. We went to the store. I don't remember exactly which store, but we went to a store as we were walking in. Yeah. My parents bought us the autograph book and a pen, and then we would get autographs from all the characters. And this time, I didn't even bother because I saw the autograph book. Yeah. And I'm I don't even know if I should say it because what autograph is he gonna get?
No, literally. just Minnie alone, the wait time was like 45 minutes. I'm like,
and for Mickey was
that.
an hour.
Yeah, Mickey's always the longest.
But there was never a line. They would just walk around when we went.
Yeah, when we were little.
But yeah, I don't know. Like,
I only got one picture, and it was with Pluto, and it was because you guys were on the roller coaster. Me and Luna were playing on the little playground, and then I see Pluto walking towards me, and I was like, oh, look, Pluto. But I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna get in line. And then the lady was like, everyone get in line right here. And I literally was standing right there. And I just like, well, all I had to do was like scoot over. And I did. And I was literally number one on the fucking line. And we took a picture with Pluto. And so that was the only fucking picture we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even 2 years ago when we went, we got more pictures. But the lines were not that long, and that's the only reason why. It's because we saw they were just like opening, and we're like, "Oh fuck it, let's go."
I think we need to. Well, I honestly don't want to go back to Disney.
Fuck no.
But if we go, because we're thinking about going to Universal.
Oh yeah.
I think Jordan's ready.
Oh yeah, he's ready. Yeah, when we and him went, we went on the fucking Jurassic World. Yeah. The Jurassic World.
He just freaks himself out just knowing there's a drop, but just like. You just, I don't know. Yeah. Is there a drop? I don't fucking know. I guess we better find out.
We're going to find out together.
We're about to find out together. And then he liked it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm so sorry the background.
I know.
But anyways, so I think that when we do take them, we should go during the week.
Yeah, that's another thing that I was going to say. We should go during the week when it's less busy and...
Like literally on a Wednesday or something.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah. But, I mean... It was cool. Like, I still enjoyed it.
Honestly, I feel like the kids still had fun. Yeah. Like, the kids, it was literally for them.
For them.
They had fun. I'm not saying I didn't have a good time. I had a really good time. It was fun seeing, like, all of the kids together. I don't want to go back to Disneyland.
Oh, me either.
Like, you know how adults like to go to Disney just for, like, the day?
Yeah, I don't understand why, but yeah. I've heard of it.
Me personally, I wouldn't. I'd rather go, but because I like roller coasters, like big roller coasters, so I'd rather hit Knott's or Universal.
And on top of that, like damn near more than half of the Disney roller coasters are spinning.
Yeah.
And I can't do that shit. Yeah. Fuck no. I get dizzy. Yeah, no. Not me. Can't be me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disney is not for me. At least I'll go back when I'm a grandma. I already said that.
Literally. If I ever have another kid, or we'll go back with our grandkids.
Yeah. That way, if they're pissing me off, I could just walk away. Go with your mom.
Go back to your dad.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be that kind of grandparent.
I want to be involved grandparent. Yeah. Because I feel like we didn't have an involved grandma. The kids don't really have involved grandparents.
No.
I'm like, I want to be an involved
grandma. I know. I think about that all the time. I'm like, with Jordan, I worry because I'm like, he's the man. And usually, like, let's be real. My kids are closer to me than they are his dad's family. Mm-hmm. They're closer to my family than they are his dad. And I'm worried because I'm like, he's going to be dad.
Yeah. Well, what if, like, you know that saying, since Spanish, never mind, I'm gonna fuck it up. Because it's true, like your daughter, you're always gonna be closer to your daughter's kids.
Yeah.
And like Jordan, when he gets married, his wife is gonna be closer to her mom. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I've also heard a lot of good stories about mother-in-laws being really, really nice, and them being really close to mother-in-laws. So I think it's just like,
but there's one thing being a nice mother-in-law, and there's another thing being like
an involved
one. Yeah.
But honestly, like, what if his wife doesn't have a good relationship with her mom?
I mean, but
what if she leans on you?
I mean, I wouldn't hope that on anybody because I know what that feels like. Right. But I don't have the best relationship with my mom, and that still doesn't mean I'm closer to his mom.
But it's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like everybody, it's just so, like, it's so different. Who knows what,
where we'll be.
45 years will be.
Jesus, 45 years? Jordan's gonna be 50-something.
He doesn't need to be getting married at 30.
Girl! I don't want him having kids at 50 because then I won't be able to see my grandkids.
No, just like, just later on in life.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. Please wait at least.
Not like in the next 20 years.
Well, since you had a kid at 24, 24?
26.
Oh shit, 26. How is that? Like, are you glad you waited?
I feel like I am. I've always been more of a partier.
Yeah.
So I feel like I got a lot of that out of my... I still like to party, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I still like to drink and go out. But I feel like I got that a lot out of my way. And I think once I had to take on that mom role, I took it more serious.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have happened if I would have gotten pregnant a lot earlier.
Yeah. Like, you think you still would have partied?
I think so. Honestly, knowing me, I wanted to be in this mother.
But I wonder, because who would have watched your kid?
I feel like because my parents, as much as they say they wouldn't,
they would have.
I think they would have ended up taking it because they would have seen me go out.
That's true. They would have been like...
My mom would have just like...
I'd rather it be me than someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So, but... Yeah. But regardless, even me having him at 26, I still say, even though I had him at 26, I wish I would have still waited.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I was wondering. If you wish you would have waited still.
Yeah.
Because obviously I had him way younger and...
I think your prime time to get your shit together, to do what you want to do. Maybe not necessarily party, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like travel, party, do what you want to do is in your 20s.
Yeah.
And then once you get that out of the way, have it like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And then honestly, if I would have had him, I don't know if I would have had any kids.
At this point, I know. Yeah. I wonder
I
that
would
too.
have been like right now at 33 and still no kids. I feel like I would just be like, I'm not gonna have any.
Yeah.
And I think I would have been okay with it. I think I want one more for him because he asks for one.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I kind of want to redo of that, like the experience, because my first experience was a shit show. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah.
So I kind of want that because I already had it. So I'm like, I can't let that just be my fucking only experience.
Yeah. No, true.
But if I would have never had if I would have never had a kid, I don't think
I wonder if that's actually true though, because I think you're saying that because of what you have gone through. So I wonder if you hadn't gone through,
I would have not gone through that.
You wouldn't have known, so maybe you would have craved a kid. Yeah, so I wonder if that would have been the case.
Maybe. But I always, like, when Jordan was like, when he loved me and wanted to be with me, I always thought I was gonna be the cool one.
So you always thought you weren't gonna have kids?
I don't know. I feel like, yeah, there was a part of me that I did want it, but I also saw I could see myself just being the cool at.
Yeah. I don't know. I think to myself now, if I didn't have kids right now, I don't think I would have. But it's mainly because of like how the world is.
Yeah. And then again, maybe like I'm not saying raising kids is like a horrible experience, but it's fucking hard. It is so hard. Like, do you think you don't think you would have?
Well, remember, ever since I was young, I used to always say I don't want fucking kids. Yeah. And I was the first one to get pregnant. I feel
like you being a mom comes more naturally to you.
Really? I
don't think it comes to me. I think he's really has taught me patience, and sometimes I'm like, I don't fucking have it.
And I feel like that I'm the same way.
I see you, I'm like, why haven't you fucking snapped at them? You just have so much patience.
Dude, and Juan thinks that I don't.
Really?
Yeah, he says that I'm so hard on them and I yell at them and I snap too easy. But I guess he has way more patience than I do.
Patience. I don't know. I'm just like, these. Like I said, like he's definitely taught me patience. I've had to learn to just like back off and not fucking yell.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. I think the mother instinct came
when you, of course,
right when I had him. Yeah. But I'm just like, I don't think I was meant to have multiple kids, like a lot of kids.
It's fucking hard, dude. I don't know. When my dad asked me like, how was it, and I'm like, it's hard because like Jordan wanted to be with me and I couldn't because Luna's the smallest one, and then you get mom guilt because you're like, well, fuck, I couldn't give him time. And yeah, I don't know, it's fucking hard. But you know what, this weekend is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
You know, I get kind of not sad, but I'm like, it's so like, I feel like at least mine, he's still too small and he's my only one, and I'm not with
Yeah.
And like, I have no one to make it special for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's hard. I can see that. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I forgot. Shit, what the fuck was I gonna say? It was about this damn topic. Nope, it's not coming to me.
I don't know. I just like, I know he's still so little and I know it's gonna come to him one day when he gets older. But I'm just like, well, I kind of text you. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Or what are you doing? It's like, well, we have to plan our own Mother's Day.
We have to do our own Mother's Day this year.
Well, like, I feel like what did we do last year?
That's what I was gonna ask you. What did we do last year? Because I think we were in the same place now as we were last year. Because I don't remember doing anything.
I think last year my mom did a carne asada.
Did she?
I think so.
Gave us something. That was last year. You're right. Never mind.
Oh yeah, and then he gave us something last year, and I think the year before that, my mom took Tommy to Target, and he picked up some slippers for me, and then he gave them to me. That was literally the only like gesture, like someone, you know, cause bitch ass that didn't fucking do any of that. Yeah. Again, I'm like, okay, he's still so little.
Yeah.
It's gonna come the time. But yeah, sometimes I'm like,
well, shit, Jordan's 11 and I still feel that way.
Yeah. Well, when did we start? I feel like we didn't really.
Well, it's because our parents were together, so that other parent was always the one that's like, let's go to the store and buy the other a present, and that's the only reason why, or else we wouldn't have probably done it either.
Yeah.
Now I remember what I was gonna say. I was crying the other day on my way to work thinking about my kids leaving my house.
Bruh.
I am terrified of being an empty nester. Like, I mean, 18 years old.
I guess I can see what you're like, why you'd be. Not that I'm excited, but it's like I can see why you'd be more scared because it's like literally you've never been alone.
Yeah.
You went from your parents to a relationship to having a baby and that little boy growing with you.
Yeah.
And then having another one.
Well, not just him. I think it's like what has happened with Jordan. Like, I truly see Jordan as my savior. Like, he fucking saved me.
Yeah.
In a lot of fucking ways.
Yeah.
And then, like, him getting the meningitis and getting sick, like, that just made me that much closer to him. And the other day, Juan was showing me pictures of when Jordan was little, and he's like, look, you're literally, there's a fucking blanket and a pillow on the floor next to his bed because you would always sleep next to him. Like, you guys were, he's like, I couldn't even give you a hug because you guys were so fucking attached. Like, me and Jordan were like this.
Super close.
And I mean, I feel like the distance is getting there now, but it's because he's low-key a little teenager.
Yeah.
But when he wants to, he'll fucking come. Like, on yesterday when they stayed home, he called me. He was like, I miss you. Can you come home? I'm like, bro, you're the one that chose to stay home from school today. I can't fucking leave work. And he's like, please, I really want you here. I miss you. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I'm terrified. And sometimes I feel bad because I'm like, am I making Luna feel left out by saying how close I am to Jordan? Because the relationship is different. Like, I still fucking love my girl. Like,
right. I don't think any parent has a favorite. I think.
But you know what? Speaking of that, it made me think the other day. I was like, you know what? Now I can see why my mom probably feels different about you than the rest of us because you were her first kid.
Bruh.
And I just had this realization.
Honestly,
literally not that
I don't think my mom. I think my dad.
Maybe.
Because I thought about that one time when that freaking time that got so fucking awkward. And then later on I started thinking, I'm like, well, Leslie does have a different relationship with Jordan. Like, I feel like out of her, she should understand that. I don't think there's favorites. I think it's just like the bond is different.
Yeah.
And I don't know necessarily my mom. I think my mom, because like, I feel like when I was younger or I like learned like, just like the talking shit and everything, I think it was easier for her to just like, because I think you realized that a lot younger and you backed away because you didn't want to be around that. And then I was still around it, so it was easier for her to just like come to me and like, you know, we'd both be like, you know, just chiviando. And I feel like as after I had Tommy is when I realized I started opening my eyes to a lot of things, and I think that's when me and her started growing more resentment towards her, and that's kind of, I don't know. I think with my mom is different. I think I see that with
the bond.
The bond. I see her have a different bond.
But it's because but hers is the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even when we went to camping to the dunes, my tío, he was like, not that any parents have favorites, but the bond is different with each kid. And then he explains it how each of them was so different. And then he's like, yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm like, I only have one, so I don't have anything to compare it to. But my dad said the same thing. He's like, obviously, how are you gonna love one more kid than the other, right? He's like, they're my blood. I love all my kids the same. Yeah. He's like, each one of them is so different. He's like, I can't sit and have a conversation with like I do with the girls. And then he's like, it's just the bonds are so different with all of them. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But I honestly only have one, so I can't compare it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It fucking hit me literally. Honestly, this week. Really? When I was on Tuesday when I went for a run, I was running and I was thinking about that, and I was like, because I was thinking about Jordan, and then I was like, oh shit, I get it now. Like, I finally understand why it's always been different with Jessica. And in my eyes, of course, I've always said you're the favorite, but it's like, no, it's literally just different. Yeah.
And then I don't necessarily think it's the first one, because I think he has a different bond with me and you. I don't think he can have a conversation with like he has with me and you. Yeah. So like, again, it's not no one's favorite, but I think he can probably talk to me and you more than he could talk to. Yeah. Like it's just so different. And then there's like things that he can open up to you about, you know. It's just like, it's just different. And then there's things that I can tell, like I could have told my mom that I don't tell my dad, or vice versa. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I guess the bonds are just so different. And again, we're all so fucking different too.
We are. Yeah. It just depends on the personality.
And even though we were all raised by the same parents, like you might say the glass is half empty, and I'm like, nope, it's half full. Yeah. Nope, it's half empty. Like we can literally argue about that the whole fucking, like all day. Yeah. And you're gonna think you're right, and I'm gonna think I'm right. Yeah. But at the end, it's like,
really no one is right.
Yeah, like
it's just the perspective.
Yeah, perspective. Everybody's just so different.
Yep. Well, we didn't mean to talk about motherhood, but I guess it was a good topic because this weekend is Mother's Day. Yeah. So,
what is one thing that being a mother has taught you?
I mean, I guess I'm saying this mainly because of what you said, that I realized sooner, not like the talking shit and like the chismeando and shit like that didn't matter. And I think maybe that came to mind because, like I said, you just brought that up, but like that stuff truly just doesn't matter. Like, yeah. But I think recently, like, you really don't have them for so long. Like, you need to truly appreciate them. As hard as it is in the moment to try and enjoy it, you really do, because you only have them for 18 years. And 18 years in comparison to your whole life.
Jordan's already 11.
And truly though, you don't even have them for that long, because Jordan's 11 years old and all he wants to do is be with his friends. And this is just the beginning. And the only time I see him like talking and being happy and interacting is when his friends are over at our house. When they're not there, he's just like blank. Yeah. And I'm like, hello, did you forget I'm here?
Yeah. I know, they're growing up into their own little person. Yeah. And they want to go do their own thing.
Yeah. And the other day we were having a conversation about and Jordan realized a lot, and he was like, if you could I think Juan asked him like to change something about me, or no, I said it myself. I was like, I know I'm doing a lot of things wrong, I know there's a lot I could be doing better. And Jordan's like, I don't think so. I'm like, you're still little though. Like, I truly don't believe that that's true. I really don't. I really know for a fact that I'm fucking up in some way. You're just too little right now to see it. And he goes, no, I really don't think so. I think the only thing you could do better is spend more time with me.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
You're always with your kids.
Yeah, but like maybe I'm not always like doing
present
one-on-one time or and present. But yeah, I was like, you're right though, because he's like, you're always so worried about the house being clean. I'm like, one day they're gonna leave and I'm not gonna remember the fucking house being dirty. I'm gonna miss them and being here. So recently I'm trying to like let go of that. Like, it's okay if the house is dirty. It's okay if there's dishes. It's okay if like just so that I can.
The house is always gonna be a mess. There's always gonna be something to clean up. There's always gonna be. I think I've learned to just let that go. I think it's been a while though. I've learned to just let that go. Because, like, you know how Michelle says, like, Sunday's your guys' ritual day? Because you guys, like, cook and clean and everything. And I'm like, but damn, sometimes on Sundays, like, we're all doing something fun and you guys don't want to go out because you guys have to do that. Like, but we're over here making memories. And you're always going to have to cook. You're always going to have to clean. You're always going to have to
I have gotten better at that, though.
No, you have. I have noticed that. You have done a lot. Like, you actually get out of the house on Sundays.
I know. I actually go out. I used to never go out Sundays.
You really have gotten a lot better.
Yeah. Because I think about it, too. I'm like, dude, I literally only have 2 days off. Why am I going to spend one entire day of my 2 days off just cleaning? When, like, if I do a little bit here this day, a little bit here that day, and then eventually it all will get clean. And regardless, every day I'm fucking cleaning anyways because it gets dirty. So I've learned to just, like, be better with my time, which is something when we were talking about that time management. Like, I'm learning to be better with that because it's
always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. You're right. We only have 2 freaking days off.
Yeah.
It's like we don't want to spend the whole freaking day just cleaning.
Especially like in the summertime when like it's so nice outside and I'm like just literally looking out the window like I can be outside and I'm in here cleaning like a fucking idiot. Yeah. So I've tried to get better at that and just be like, fuck it, I don't care. Like,
it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Enjoy your time that you have with your kids because Jordan's already going.
Yeah, and then like it's just hard because, and I'm sure you can relate to this, but like I'm not a sit down and play mom.
Yeah, me neither.
And I wonder if it's because how we grew up.
I think so. I fucking dread it.
Me too.
It's like so fucking hard for me. To get like do that.
Me too. Like earlier when I went to pick up Jordan Luna, I bought her a new little toy and she was like, play with me. And I'm like, and I did, but it's like, you have to force it. And I feel bad. I'm like, why can't I be like one of those moms that enjoy it? Yeah, like I'd rather do something else. Like, I'd rather have a fucking conversation with you. Like, I don't know, like me and Jordan do fucking weird shit all the time, but it's like, we're not like playing like that, but like, we'll tickle each other or like, you know, just different things. But I'm like, I don't know. I hate that it's so hard for me to do that.
Me too. When was it like when we got back on Monday, he wanted to sit down. He wanted me to come and sit down and watch his YouTube videos with him.
Oh no.
I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like, I'm so tired. He's like, please no. And I'm like, okay. I hate these fucking videos. But he wanted me there so bad and he just cuddled with me and I'm like,
I would have been like, how about I sit here with you but I'll be on my phone.
Yeah, and then I brought my phone. I'm just like, I'm gonna watch my show. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, look, it's just like, it's so, I don't like to do what he wants to do.
I know.
Like play, watch those videos. Like I don't want to sit down. Like last time we were tickling each other, that's different. Like I don't mind doing that, but like Legos, honestly, I feel like that's one reason why I've kind of stayed away from Legos. Because I don't want to sit down and do them with
and build them.
Yeah. I don't want to sit there and do it. Build them with them. I'm just like,
fuck no, me either.
I don't want to do it.
No.
I'm like, I stay away from fucking Legos. I don't buy him any. I don't want anyone to fucking buy him any. Because I think one time Michelle asked, can I buy him Legos? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, okay.
Unless you're planning on building it, no.
I literally told her, I'm like, unless you're going to sit there and build them with him, you can buy them. She's like, Mom said no. I don't want to do it.
No, it sucks. I don't know. And those are like the things that I like beat myself up over. Yeah. I'm like, I feel like I'm a bad mom. I think that's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like I'm a bad mom. And then that's when the whole conversation came up with
But
Jordan.
You know what they say? If you're questioning yourself as a mom, or you're questioning like, can you do better, or what are you doing wrong, that already alone, you're already doing a good job. Because I was questioning a lot at work one time, and then one of the PAs was like, well, you know what, Jessica, she's like, you even questioning it, and like real, what is it,
analyzing
and checking yourself. It's just like, you are already a good mom. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, because some people just go about their life, and they're like, yeah, but they don't ever stop and see like, am I doing a good job?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, I just feel like I yell too much.
Yeah. Yeah, that, me too. That part.
I need to just slow it down.
A while ago, Juan told me, he was like telling me that I'm a good mom, and I'm like, you literally fucking sit there and tell me that I yell at them too much. And he was like, but it's because that's all you know. That's how you were raised. You grew up that way. But that doesn't mean you're a bad mom.
Yeah. Literally, I catch myself all the time, and I'm like, Jessica, stop. Because you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like your mom. Because I don't want ever him to have that resentment towards me either. And I'm like, there was this thing I saw on, actually I took a screenshot of it. Okay, tired of being a mean mom, because Tommy's been saying I've been mean to him lately. And it literally, I just saw it on Facebook. And I'm like, this is fine. So it says, teach frontal lobe development instead. Give them two choices and the consequences of each. Then let them choose. Remember, the frontal lobe development is there at age 13, but it's not fully functioning until age 26.
Damn.
The earlier we can learn what happens when we make our own choices, the less problems we have as teens.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is right. Like, remember how I was like, Tommy stopped running when we were at my tia's house? Because I'm like, if they fucking fall, they're gonna break their fucking head. Like, I was just like, her floor was just so slippery, and I'm like, if they fall, they're gonna hit their head.
Yeah.
And like, I use that as an example when I first read that. Like, I should have told him, like, you're gonna break your fucking head, or, you know, just give him his two choices.
Yeah. You know who I've heard use that? Lindsay from Coffee Convos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard her say that before.
And honestly, they're getting to the point, like, yeah, they're little, they're growing up, so they know damn well, like, we can give them two choices.
Yeah.
Like, you either do this and this is the consequences, or you do this and this is the consequences. Which one do you want? You pick it. And
then you make them feel like I have power too. Right. Like, I can do this.
Like, it's not just like, oh, do what I say.
Because mom said so. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna really try to use that more, because I don't want it to be like, oh, just because mom said.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm telling you to stop because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking eat shit, and I don't want you to hit your head.
Yeah. Wow.
But
I guess I'm gonna have to start using that too, because,
they're getting to the point where,
That was your stomach? Damn, I thought somebody farted over
We've been trying to empty out to come back.
That's funny.
Alright, guys. Time to do that.
With it being a Mother's Day weekend, we brought our
I do this.
our gremlins, the ones that made us mothers. So that's it for today's episode, you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and coming back. We will see you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us, our social media, everything's in the description below. We will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!